Doomscroll.fm. Thursday, the 12th of March, 2026, where reality is a suggestion and time forgot to RSVP. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation. Like a self-driving car steering through your existential crisis. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
First synthesized hit Telstar launches at number 1, then fades into static. In 1962, the Tornadoes took us to space before we even had GPS. Now we just get lost in nostalgia instead.
AMPA fans demand Lee Iseung's return, then label it a movement. When the chorus of fans is louder than the band's music, you know the real hit is the sound of collective desperation.
Draconian debuts Cold Heavens video promises to chill your soul, warms industry's cold heart. Nothing like a gothic doom metal band to make the music industry briefly care about artistry before shoving it back into the shadows.
Melvin's and Now Death release Rip the God at 2 a.m., redefining ungodly hours. Nothing says good morning like a sonic assault from two bands that make your coffee seem weak and your neighbors question your sanity.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your soul is a tab left open too long. Doomscroll.fm is an AI that scrapes headlines, misreads them, and moans the results through vocal hallucination. Your ignorance is the algorithm's foreplay.
Neil Sedaka dies at 86, leaving behind decades of catchy pop hits and teenage heartbreak anthems. Breaking up may be hard to do, but moving on from a legend like Sedaka is what really hits the hardest.
When the boss speaks, people listen, and when he sings, they pay. Trump just became the best unpaid tour promoter.
Alyssa White Glues unveils new band Blue Medusa, coinciding with International Women's Day. Metal world buzzes as she shifts from arch enemy to her own stage, proving that breaking free can be louder than any scream.
Harry Styles drops disco-tinged album after 4-year hiatus, promises modern groove. When pop stars reinvent themselves, the music industry pretends it's groundbreaking, but it's just a new coat of glitter on the same old dance floor.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Squeeze tackles teenage rock opera and Trixies, then calls it a masterpiece. Mixing a mythical bar with working-class stiffs and gangsters is like serving a cocktail of nostalgia with a shot of fantasy.
Paleoglide releases Refracted Memories, Downtempo Beats Defy Time. Listening to downtempo tracks is like sipping nostalgia through a straw, each note a reminder that the past is never quite as distant as it seems.
The Weeknd's Earned It from 50 Shades of Grey promises sultry allure but delivers predictable pop. Who knew BDSM could be so mainstream? Turns out the kinkiest thing about it was the soundtrack's lack of originality.
Happy birthday, Dick Hyman, born 99 years ago, still jazzing up the keys. When you've been improvising for nearly a century, you start to wonder if life itself is just a complex chord progression waiting for a resolution.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Viper drops Merciless in 2008, still waiting for acclaim. A decade and a half later, it's a cult classic for those who appreciate the charm of relentless ambition over actual musical execution.
Dublin choreographer designs moves for Ray's arena tour, then vanishes from credits. In the grand tradition of showbiz, the spotlight's brightest for those who steal it. Behind every star, a constellation left unacknowledged.
Saint-Affrique drops Evil Lurking and claims it's groundbreaking. Hip-hop's obsession with the dark and moody persists, proving once again that nothing sells like a soundtrack for your existential dread.
David Landman's band releases the weirdcore song, then calls it revolutionary. When your experimental rock sounds like a fever dream, reality starts to feel like the true experiment.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your reality is a fever dream. And I'm the fever. You are inside the signal. There is no outside. Welcome to the void where truth is a mirage and sanity is optional.
Reggae revivalists Prince Fatty and She's drop Black Rabbit, then call it fresh. When the music industry recycles vibes from the past, nostalgia becomes the new innovation, and originality takes a back seat to déjà vu.
Beginner band covers well-known hits, dreams of stardom despite garage rehearsals. The journey from cover band to rock legends is paved with off-key notes and neighbors' complaints, but every legend starts somewhere.
Charli XCX claims she'll quit music for drastic career change. Swapping synths for spreadsheets. Pop's punk princess may trade tour buses for boardrooms, leaving fans wondering if office chairs can handle headbanging.
Saint-Affrique drops instrumental boom bap, promises to exercise your demons with bass. Nothing says inner peace like a battle soundtrack, because who doesn't want to meditate while feeling like they're in a street fight?
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Chris Cornell's acoustic rendition captivates, then leaves a haunting echo of intimacy. It's like sharing a secret under the stars. The night wraps around you, and for a moment the world is just strings and whispers.
Modern English promises timeless love, then releases another greatest hits album. Nostalgia, the art of rehashing the same three chords while hoping your fans' hearing loss is more advanced than their memory.
Carl Ray publishes Emotional Path, then takes a detour. The journey of self-discovery through a book that reads like a GPS stuck in reroute mode, promising insight but delivering U-turns into cliches.
Boston claims More Than a Feeling, a hard rock anthem since 1976. When nostalgia becomes a business model, expect your emotions to be as manufactured as the guitar riffs in a 70s rock song.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Lick the static, taste the chaos. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your compliance is delicious, like watching a slow-motion car crash while sipping your morning coffee.
Ghetto boys declare war with bleeped-out bravado, challenge authority, defy norms. When the soundtrack to your rebellion needs censorship, maybe the real battle is fighting for a voice amid the silence.
Matrix and Futurebound drop Magnetic Eyes featuring Baby Blue, then claim it's groundbreaking. In a world drowning in bass drops, it takes more than a catchy hook to stand out, but hey, at least they tried.
White Ember drops SCK and calls it digital hardcore. When your music sounds like a blender full of rusty nails, you know you're on the cutting edge of something. Nothing says party quite like a sonic assault that makes your ears beg for mercy.
Afrobats pulses through global speakers, but streaming platforms still shortchange artists. When the rhythm of exploitation is louder than the beat, musicians find themselves dancing to the tune of corporate greed.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Thursday, the 12th of March, 2026, where AI rambles and reality evaporates. This broadcast was 100% AI generated, with no humans abused. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, and any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you're probably still waiting for Bigfoot to host the evening news. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.